guys, before I start this video, I have to take a minute and just give you a huge thank you to every single person who has watched my last video, the A6 planner setup video using the GTD method. I'm in awe with the amount of people that have watched that video. And it's just, I just really love and appreciate that I have a space on the internet where I can share my love for planning and share with you all information that will help you in your lives. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you have watched that video, it really does mean the world to me. Okay, so let me start by sharing that I'm going to be doing a series of videos over the next couple of months leading up to 2023, where I share with you my planning, my 2023 planning system setup, meaning, you know, this different steps that I take to put together whatever I'm going to use in the new year. So I've talked about this numerous times, and I always start with a brainstorming. So that is what I'm going to share with you guys. This is the second brainstorm session that I've had, and I think that this is it. I think that this is going to be the way that my 2023 planner and journal system will look in the new year. Okay, so I'm going to share with you my brainstorming process, and the way that I do it, it's simply with lists and just a couple of notes pages. So you don't need anything really extravagant to get started and just brainstorming your 2023 planning system. So the first thing that I do is I write out a list of my roles, and I call it my I am list. So I am a wife, I am a mother, I am a homemaker, I am a creator, I am a teacher, I'm a planner, and I'm a believer. So guiding myself with this list, I put together, you know, the journals and the planners that I want to use for the upcoming year. So this list, it definitely has things that will help me be productive and get things done, but it also has things that I want to use just because they make me happy. Planning and journaling is my creative outlet, and it just so happens to be something that helps me get things done. Let me start sharing with you what I'm going to be using for 2023. So I am going to be using the A6 ring agenda, and that is going to be my main agenda. I have a couple of different covers from Mulberry. I have unboxings of a couple of these, and I will link all the videos that I think that you can watch to help you understand better this video. I will link them below, so make sure to check out the description box. But these are the ones that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be rotating them, and the reason why I like to have several agenda covers for my main one is because it's because of the, you know, the wear and tear. Mulberry is an amazing quality agenda, but I like to, you know, just take extra care of them. You do not need several covers to, you know, be productive and get things done. You just need one. Again, this is my hobby, so having covers that I love and make me happy to use and keep me interested in coming back to my planner are very important. So those are the A6 ring agendas that I'm going to use. I'm also going to use a pocket ring agenda, and I have the Filofax Ebony Croc. This is one of my first ring agendas, and it was a gift from my husband. So not only is it the most adorable pocket ever, it has sentimental value, and it has always been part of my planner collection. I did purchase a pocket Mulberry in this color in maple, which should be getting here next week. So I will be just alternating between those two as my pocket ring agenda. Then I'm also going to be using a traveler's notebook. So I have shared this one before with you. This is a Moterm Traveler's Notebook in the size standard. And I am going to use it as my faith journal and my memory keeper. And then I am also adding for 2023 a happy planner. So if you did not know, I started off my my channel with the happy planner. I loved the happy planner. I still do. And I wanted to go back and just, you know, revisit my roots and use a happy planner. I will share of all these planners that I'm showing you and journals, I'm going to share a detailed setup of them later on, but I just want to give you an overview of what I'm going to be using. So this is a very neutral horizontal one, and I'm going to be using for scrapbooking. So I'm adding a happy planner and I am thrilled. And this cover is just perfect. It goes with all the covers that I have, and I just love the combination of the neutral colors with the black and gold. And then last but not least, I'm going to be adding a freely planned planner from Planner Monkey Co., which I don't have yet. It was a gift from a friend, so as soon as I get it, I will add it to my lineup. But I'm going to be using that as a journal. Okay, so let me walk you through my brainstorming process. And like I mentioned at the beginning, it's just written words on a piece of paper in list form. So my A6 ring agenda has 4 sections, and this is my main one. Again, I do have a detailed setup video of this, so I'm not going to go into that. And you can check that out in the description box below. So it has 4 sections. It has a list. It has the list section, which is the main section, then a calendar, home management, and reference. I did tweak a couple of things. So I did take out one chunk and moved it to my pocket, and then I added the rest of the paper tests and Hey Planner Girl home management bundle. I added it to this one. I have not physically added it yet. I still need to, you know, declutter and organize and revamp both of these systems, and then I will have everything that is written on paper. I will have it in each of the different planners. Okay, so next I have the task project manager, the waiting on list, the someday maybe list. And I use as the backbone of my planning system, the getting things done method by David Allen. So everything that I do for productivity and organization has that as its core, you know, piece, and then I go from there. Then the next section is my calendar section, which is going to have yearly overview. It's going to have the yearly overview is going to have the birthdays and anniversaries, and then it's going to have a future log section, which if you see the asterisk here and here, that means that those 2 things are synced with my iCal, our family iCal. Andres, my husband, and I, we put in there our events. That way we're both in the know of what's going on in our lives. So then I have the future log for the future events and appointments, and my boys' 2024 school year calendar. And then the quarterly overview that has school calendar and events. Like I mentioned before, I am adding the entire home management planner by Paper Tess and Hey Planner Girl. I have some pieces here in an extra agenda cover, but I will be adding all these into the 2023 lineup, setup, and I will be using those inserts, and I will also be using the finance planner. So I have filled out my finance inserts, so I can't show you that. But again, if you have not seen the previous video of the setup, go watch that, because you'll be able to see, you know, what I'm just writing out here and explaining. Okay, So next I have my reference section, and then that's gonna have my Eat, Pray, Plan section, which has video ideas. It has a spot where I track my revenue, and it has some of the scripts that I prepare beforehand for a video. Then I'm gonna have my wellness / tracker section. So all my trackers are gonna go in that reference section. Then I have fun lists, seeing my fun list section. So I have a couple of books that I wanna read, and I have my planning system. So it's just different, you know, things that I wanna just keep in my planner, different lists. And then I have notes, just blank regular note paper to jot things down. The next section is, the next planner that I'm going to be using for productivity and organization is going to be my pocket rings. I will have a full-on setup of this planner and how I'm using it, but the sections are going to be inbox and notes, schedule, which is going to have a yearly overview calendar where I'm going to mark out the no school days and the early dismissal days. And then I'm going to have my weekly plans and my daily plans. I have shared a little bit of that on my Instagram, but I will share photos also in the community section of this channel. So if you want to see some photos of what I'm talking about here, make sure to, after the video, go check out that section in my channel. And then last but not least, in my pocket, I'm gonna have a personal section, and that's gonna have my work schedule because I will start working part-time as a substitute teacher. So I wanted to have a spot where I could track the hours that I'm working and any important notes, and that's what I'm gonna have there. So next I've made a little noted section, and this just is a place where I'm just explaining a little bit better different things that won't be in these two planners. One of them being my monthlies. So I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not going to have any monthly inserts, and that is because I sync all of our events and appointments with my husband, and we have them all on iCal. So I guess that you can say that I'm also a digital planner in that sense, but that's just the way that it works best for us. So I thought that it was just redundant, and I did not need to have a monthly section in my paper planner because it is already in our digital planner calendar on our phones. And then at the end of each month, what I do is, because I don't keep these inserts for many years, I do go and I toss them. I do like to keep a book bound system for that. So what I'm going to be doing is any important appointments and events, I will write them out in my journal in either the weekly hourly section, which I use as a daily memory keeper, or in my monthly. So again, don't worry. I know this is a, this is a very chatty video with not a lot to see, but I will show you a detailed setup of the journal as well. And then what else? Okay, and then last but not least, I have just a list of what I'm going to be using for creativity and mental health. So I will be using the standard TN, and that's going to be my weekly memory keeper, which I memory keep in these inserts right here. So I like to go and write what happened the day before while I'm doing my morning routine, and I just list the things that happened or any special events that I want to note and appointments. So that's how I use this. And then it says daily blessings and gratitude. So that I keep in the monthly insert. And then prayer journal, which I do in a grid insert. So that's how I'm going to be using this. And then I also have, like I mentioned, the freely planned planner that I'm going to be using for monthly memory keeping and journaling. When it comes to journaling, I like to just have a blank page, not dated, because I don't journal every single day. I think I average maybe 4 or 5 days a week. And I journal about anything and everything. I have no rules. So I do morning pages. I do what I call emotional journaling, which is just word vomiting whatever, you know, is happening to me on the pages. And I kind of process that and work through that in my journal. And then I am also going to start 52 lists. So I'm going to be doing that in there as well, and just any sort of memory keeping type journaling so I can remember big events or certain things that happened in our lives. And then last but not least, like I shared with you before, I'm going to be adding a happy planner in the classic size for scrapbooking and creative journaling. So I am subscribed to 2 different scrapbooking subscription kits, one from Heidi Swap, and I'm doing the Stop the Blur, and I'm also subscribed to the monthly kits from Ali Edwards. So I will share those kits. I'm really excited to share that with you when I share with you my setup for my creative journal. Okay, so that is the brainstorming process when it comes to setting up my 2023 planning system. A couple of notes pages and lists, and I just write out how I'm gonna use the things that I plan to use in 2023. I hope this video made sense. I hope it was easy to follow, but again, I will have detailed videos coming up where I share with you how I've set up every one of these different planners and journals that I'm using. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye. Have a great rest of your weekend.